A couple of weeks ago, you might have seen when popular Twitch streamer Jason the Ween
I outsmarted pro car thieves. Is this gonna be like the package thief series, but with cars?
had his car stolen using this weird-looking device during an actual live stream.
The car got stolen. I'm not even trying.
What is that?
Bro.
Now, a lot
Just
of
go
people
wire.
accused him of faking it for views.
And the gates are open?
It's almost as if this was an inside job.
A lot of people are saying it's fake.
This is real, bro. The keys are right here.
But after doing research into what device the thieves were using, I was intrigued. So I decided to track down the criminals myself using footage from his neighbor's camera, which captured the license plate of the getaway car, which gave me an address that
shit.
had the same exact
If they got the getaway car's license plate, how did the police not? Why is Mark Rover got to do this, not the police?
getaway car parked out front. And then after matching the identical backpack and shoes from the security footage, I was able to identify the thief. And that identity confirmed for sure Jason had no idea about any of this.
Bro.
And his reaction was 100% real.
They stole your car.
Because the thief was none other than me. And by the way, he still has no idea it was me. Well, I suppose now he does.
What?
Hi, Jason! And this means his car was just one of 500,000 cars
No way. I'm gonna report him to the police now. He is the thief. What the fuck?
that are stolen every year using the same method you might have seen in clips like this and this,
What is that wire?
where thieves are coming up to doors with these weird things.
Oh my
That-
God, he has that device.
So we reverse engineered the ultimate car theft device using just a couple $100s worth of parts slapped into a 20-year-old baby monitor. And along the way, we discovered a super simple trick that costs literally a penny that will not only protect you from our ultimate car theft device, but from every single one of these as well. Oh, and Jason, if you're watching this video right now, in a bit of a bad news first approach, after we pretend stole your car and left it parked on the street, these guys came by and for real stole your car.
No.
Which took us down a deep rabbit hole of why a car is stolen every 48 seconds in America, who's behind this, and what they do with all
Now
these
Mark
stolen
actually owes him
cars.
money.
But more on that later. Now, my descent into a fleeting life of crime started when I first noticed
How
this
could he be the
video
thief? Because he
online,
recorded himself stealing it. What type of question is that?
which I originally thought was fake. But after a very brief amount of research, I realized it was in
Pissing me
fact
off,
very
bro.
real and nowhere near an isolated incident. Because across the world, this technique is used to steal a car once every single minute. Now, granted, some of those thefts
I'm
are
behind the
smoother
thief. How am I commenting on my own channel saying I'm the thief? Who is that? Is that you, Milan?
than others, but this technique is so effective that even if
I got
you
ghost
smash
fucking
through
commentary.
one gate, then hit a tree,
What's the wire for? I think it's like some like radar, sonar, like LiDAR, echo, car sensor or something.
then hit another tree, and smash through another gate, you'll still be able to make a clean getaway. So we analyzed every single video we could find online to see if we could pick up some clues. And what we learned is it always involves two people, where one stays by the car and the other comes up to the front of the house with some kind of electronic device. But what made it so effective
Oh, I know what the device does. You go up to the front door with the device, and then it scans the inside of the house. It picks up the car key, and then relays the open signal back to the car. Like it spoofs it by like finding the signal of the key. It must do that.
is it took
That's
an
why they're going up as close as they can to the front door with it.
average of only 30 seconds to steal the car without a single car alarm ever being triggered. And this was a far cry
They're
from
duping the car key or something.
what a lot of people envision when it comes to stealing a car. Because in Hollywood, all you gotta do is use a thin piece of metal with a hook at the end called a Slim Jim,
Always wanted to do this.
which you slide in here, then hook this part of the lock and push down, which rocks this teeter-totter thing, which pushes up on this rod to unlock the door. Then once you're inside, you simply reach underneath, rip out a bunch of wires, and if you connect the right
What's up, Mole?
ones, congratulations, you have successfully
I've always wanted a hot wire car.
hotwired a car.
I'm gonna hot wire a Tesla.
So hardcore. But unfortunately for car thieves, in the 90s, automakers added metal shielding above the latch mechanisms to block the Slim Jim attacks, and then when simple ignition wires were replaced with a sophisticated ECU computer to control the engine, hot wiring became obsolete. But car thieves weren't about to take an early retirement, so a few years later, if you just got yourself some locksmith tools off Amazon for $21, you could bypass the door lock security measures entirely by inflating a little airbag, giving you just enough room to slide in what is effectively a beefed up coat hanger to simply manually pop the lock from inside. That was like...
I don't like that one because I feel like you're bending the door. I feel like it's gonna damage it.
20 seconds. Then once you're inside, in the case of Kias made between 2011 and 2022, you just remove 3 screws, pop off the steering column cover, snap off the ignition cylinder, then slide the reverse end of your charging cable right onto that little metal hub.
What?
It's a simple turn. You start the car.
Yo.
That's wild.
You can start a car with a USB cable. I never knew that. Let's watch that. Hold on.
Charging cable, right steering column cover, snap off the 11 and 2022. You just remove 3 screws, pop off the steering column cover, snap off the ignition cylinder, then slide the reverse end of your charging cable right onto that little metal hub.
That is way too simple.
You start the car. That's why.
How is that?
And I should point out, the bad guys are
in a new car.
So the main purpose of this video is to educate the good guys.
No, never buy a Kia.
AKA you. Because security through obscurity is one of the weakest forms there is. So
yeah, all you need is a screwdriver and any USB cable and you can steal any Kia.
if you own a Kia made between 2011 and 2022, just make sure you have the latest free software update from the dealer, because that will stop the car from
Now Mark Rober is stealing cars.
starting unless the doors were recently unlocked.
He went to Jason DeWeen's house dressed in like all black and stole his car. And I saw that like as a clip like a couple weeks ago, and he just released now that it was actually him. It was actually a pretty good idea.
Unlocked by the key fob. As you'd expect, there's sort of a constant arms race between car thieves and car makers. So for modern cars, after it's locked with the key fob, if you manually unlock or open the door from the inside, the alarm will go off and immobilize the car even if you did manage to make it in. And the other engine starting hacks no longer work either, which meant I need to rely on more modern techniques, aka
I wonder how easy it is to break into a Tesla.
Need to get my hands on one of those looping electronic devices. But since that's not exactly something you could just go pick up at your local Best Buy, I would need to venture into some pretty sketchy corners of the dark web. And out of everyone here at Crunch Labs, there's exactly only one person with extensive experience crawling around the internet's seedy digital underbelly.
Hey Mark, can I help you with something?
Who the fuck is that?
What even is the dark web?
An encrypted version of the internet that you access through a special
Where's
browser
Waldo?
called Tor.
And like, you have Tor? And Ian did not disappoint, because
Oh shit, hold on, chat. I'm back.
12 minutes later, we found a website ran by a dude named Dimitri who claimed for the low price of $12,000
What the 12?
worth of Bitcoin, we could have our very own car stealing device, which was apparently called a relay attack. But this raised a lot of thorny legal questions, which was a problem for Crunch Lab's lawyer Bill. Find a device that could mimic anybody's key for any car. Is that legal?
Can you like tell me a little bit more about this device?
Not really.
You can't use it to steal a car, but technically you can own it.
That would be legal.
Why do you even?
Thanks, Bill. And with that great news in hand, I immediately connected with Dimitri on Telegram, and the following conversation actually occurred.
He actually spent 12 grand on that? That's crazy.
Hello.
Yes. Just have to go over a few things. Okay.
Okay.
How old were you when you were first born?
What? Nah, this is some CIA shit.
What? What do you mean? I'm 0. I don't understand what you're. I don't understand the question.
Okay. Don't worry. How many years in your 30s?
Are you trying to figure out my age?
No. Answer the question. How many years have you been involved with the United States government?
I don't work for the government. 0.
What is your security research company name?
What?
Will your commanding officer going to say
This is troll. This can't be real.
this is a scam?
I don't have one. I'm just a dude. I'm trying to buy this thing from you.
Да, смешно. Just a dude, huh? Final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer.
What the fuck? They think he's a freaking FBI agent.
I assumed that meant he thought I was the feds and we were back to square one. But then a few days later, I got this message from him with just a crypto wallet and the address I wanted it shipped to. So obviously, I immediately yelled him $12,000 in crypto, and just
No
this
way.
morning, this arrived. And while at first I was excited to assume the mantle of dark web MKBHD, beautiful camo bag, I then remembered, should probably be careful with this. I had no idea what was actually in this thing. And
Could
it
be a bomb.
much worse than a glitter bomb. This is kind of nerve-wracking. Okay.
That device is just gonna hack his whole house.
At least something works. But instead of glitter and fart spray, I was greeted with all the promised equipment and even bullet-pointed instructions. It's an interesting choice. So Ian and I gave it a chance to unlock a car door with a pair of keys that was just barely out of range. All right, so this is connecting that key fob to this car. And yes, at first, it gave us a bit of a scare. Bro,
Try changing your channel.
we saw that with a little finagling, it could appear to be a huge waste of 12 grand. Did you keep the receipt? Wait.
I know it worked.
Until it wasn't.
All right.
But now we also have to turn the car on. This is taking way longer than the news clips.
Just keep trying.
Damn.
Dimitri comes through! We would be the worst criminals ever.
They spent 12 grand for that. It's probably like $100 worth of components.
There'd be like 13 police cars by now. It had taken us 7 minutes to start the car when the key was only a few feet away, whereas real thieves can pick a random suburban home and start the car in as little as 15 seconds. So we decided to run a field test and see if we could use it to steal an actual bona fide suburban car. Ready? And of course, we didn't expect to pull this off within 15 seconds, but we figured if we were able to start the car
I can see the keys.
without anyone calling the cops on us.
There's a neighbor. There's a neighbor. Speak.
Oh crap. Smooth. Oh, they're playing it off real well.
How's it going? Have a good one.
Then we'd chalk it up as a win. But the crucial factor was at the very least, we'd have to unlock the car.
Why isn't it working?
And at this point, I was pretty sure Dimitri had scammed us. But to understand why I was pretty sure Dimitri had scammed us, you first need to understand how a car key fob works to wirelessly and passively unlock and start a car. Because a parked car is constantly whispering out 4 times a second, "Is my key there? Is my key there?" And when the key gets close enough to hear that specific whisper, it yells back, "It's me, I'm here." And if it yells the correct secret password, the car will open up and turn on. And it might seem weird that the car whispers why the key yells, but a yelling key is exactly what you want. So if you're far away, you can still deactivate the alarm or lock the doors. And a whispering car is perfect because you'd only want your car to passively unlock and turn on if the key was super close. So the way the old Russian jumpstart works is it's basically a microphone that listens for that quiet car whisper and then uses a bunch of complicated and expensive parts to transmit that whisper through the air to the other device, which is essentially a speaker with an antenna that uses even more complicated parts to receive and then crank up
Now
the
I'm just
volume of that
confused.
whisper and then blast it into the house. And so when the key fob inside the house hears that familiar car whisper, it's tricked into yelling the secret password to open and start the car even though the car is really far away. And given all that, I was pretty sure at this point either the microphone or the speaker part of Dimitri's device was essentially unusable.
Bro, try another channel?
Yeah.
And mere moments before we were ready to give up,
We got it.
our fortunes changed.
Thanks,
Well, what's the change?
Hey, Bill. You know how you said it's not illegal to own it, you just can't use it?
Exactly.
What if you're just testing it?
Testing it to steal a car?
Sick Spotify playlist here, Bill, by the way. I wouldn't have pegged you as a Swiftie.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Where are you going with my car?
Get ice cream?
Yeah.
Bro got
Bill, you want
exposed as a Swifty. That's cringe.
Anything?
Yeah, what do you want, Bill? This one's on us. This tastes way better in someone else's car. Thanks, Bill. By the way, your car's in a red zone. Should probably move it.
And
It's
while
an
we
illegal product.
technically were successful, it seemed pretty hit or miss and took about 10 times longer than everything we were seeing in the news clips. So like any good engineer would, we decided to make it way better, starting with the CT scan to see if we could determine what was inside without needing to open it. Just in case there was a tamper protection mechanism that would fry the motherboard if we took a peek. And through the scan, we were able to identify every component except for this one. And when we questioned Dimitri about it, he started to get really weird and threatened that if we tampered with the device in any way, it would self-destruct.
No.
I've always had a personal life rule. To avoid working with unknown Russian-made explosives, I disposed of the package.
No! That's
But
so
not all
lame.
was lost, because thanks to that
Open
CT
it up.
scan, we were able to reverse engineer a blueprint to all the critical components Dimitri used in the old Moscow motor hack, and we quickly realized we were grossly overcharged, because all those expensive, complicated parts in both the microphone and the speaker could be replaced with a few key components from a circa 2004 video baby monitor. Because the same camera that watches your baby sleep feeds into a transmitter board that's attached to an antenna that wirelessly
What's up, Need for Me?
transmits the video signal through the air to an antenna on the monitor, which catches those signals and processes them on a receiver board, which ports the video onto the small screen. So if we simply open both those components up and then snip them here and here, we can replace all the expensive transmitter and receiver hardware in the complicated microphone and speaker, which in hindsight would not only have saved us $11,624 and kept me off another FBI watch list, but we'd be left with a much simpler device that actually worked way better.
That's the Bitcoin guy? I mean, if he was a real person, I would be just like him and hiding away too. Like, it would make sense, but like it could be both sides too. I could see it being some fake, like a fake person from the government, but I could also see it being just he's so fucking filthy rich. He just like lives on his own fucking tropical island with like in a harem. Well, I think he did at the beginning. Like, maybe not in the past, like, 15 years, but, like, 15 years ago, he already had enough Bitcoin when it was worth, like, $2. That was already enough for him to, like, live forever. Just text him and be like... He's like, bro, I can't sell this shit right now. I'm losing all my money, bro. Or he's like fucking Oda.
With the entire process, from initial approach to starting the car, taking about 10 seconds.
Why is the person so wrapped up? He's not even in the lab? What do you mean?
Awesome.
Which gave us an idea. Yeah, we got it. Way too easy, Bill. Way too easy.
Is it that easy, bro? A baby monitor? This video is too informative. Like, this is gonna make the problem worse.
But we didn't want to stop at just figuring out how people were stealing cars. We wanted to know what happened to them once they were stolen. So we needed to get a car truly stolen off the streets. And for this experiment, I knew the perfect car to sacrifice.
No.
But for the
Come on,
video,
Bill.
it would
Do
be...
not steal my car again.
We had to find a car that nobody would mind getting stolen. And of all the places, the perfect car appeared to me on a Twitch stream.
This one's for y'all. Look at this bad boy right here. Next week, we are giving away a free, yes, free 2026 Sonata. Current, bro. Not used, y'all. This is the show car. Brand new one.
Despite
Yeah, that engine kind of
his
looks
best
nice.
efforts to sell everyone on this car,
This bad boy can take you from point A to B.
chat was a little underwhelmed.
Why are y'all streaming W's, bro? Bro, who wants a free car? Whoever says keep it is ineligible. Y'all are ungrateful.
You guys like that car?
Bro. US only, 18 plus, must have a driver's license.
Well, sounds like I'm eligible to win.
So I keep these keys or what? Leave them on that table.
And when I saw where he placed the keys, I knew I could guarantee myself a win. The question was, would I feel bad stealing his car?
I'm gonna be honest with you, that's y'all's whip. I drive Maybachs and Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Hellcats. All right?
And the answer was no.
You just straight up diss your own giveaway car, bro.
So the first step would be finding Jason the Ween's house. And as a pretty popular Twitch streamer, it would be very difficult to, well, no, actually he's right there on Google Maps. Okay, so we grabbed our device and a couple days later got ready to win this car. But as we approached
how-
the face
is this
house,
like the old house?
reality started to set in. This would be the first time I'd be stealing a car
I
that
don't
didn't
recognize this
belong
place.
to someone on my payroll. This was for real.
So, am I hopping on VR chat?
Jason was going to be streaming himself playing a VR game while his car sat untouched in the driveway. So who would finish first? Jason setting up a VR headset?
Let's go, buddy.
Or us stealing his car with a baby monitor?
Getting strapped up for VR, boys.
We're on camera now, so look tough.
Let's go, man. Strap me up.
Head down. Okay.
Bro, they got all the time in the world. He's in VR. He's not gonna see anything.
Oh wait, Woj, can you fix the audio after?
Yeah, well. Are you holding up? Yeah, okay. One more time. All right, stay there. We're in, come on. Don't forget to turn your thing on.
That's too easy.
It is.
No, how are you gonna press the buttons? Are you slow?
Wait, then why is this my right hand?
This is your right. It goes like this.
Why?
Oh, it'll fix itself.
Let's go.
This makes me want to make a car stealer device. For no reason.
We're hardened criminals! Okay, I think we can take these off. And once we got far enough away to pull over and pull up Jason the Weed stream, we were able to virtually return to the scene of the crime.
Griff called me like twice and said check your phone, by the way.
Oh god.
Yeah, what happened?
What?
Do
Say
tell.
it!
Pray tell.
Say it!
Oh my god, bro.
Just, he's stunned.
Bro. Bro. Bro.
Yes.
Yo, they stole y'all's car, bro. They stole y'all's car.
That was these guys.
He hyped up this car, and now he got stolen.
I wonder if he actually communicated with like Jason's management team before stealing it. Because like he doesn't know. He would definitely call the police and then they'd start investigating.
Show it.
If this was real.
Oh, these thieves are very handsome.
However, the one thing I was wrong about...
What the fuck?
Poor Jason.
I thought I was
that I
hearing
did
shit.
actually feel pretty guilty.
I get excited to show y'all the car. The only good thing that happened this week was I was able to give away a car.
Mark, I feel so guilty right now.
Like, look at this, bro. I'm so happy.
He looks like Woody
bro.
Gamertag.
I'm like dancing.
And I knew I had to make this
Woody's gamer tag. That looks just like him without glasses.
right, because it had tragically sucked all the fun out of being a pretend car thief. But first, I had to get Jason's car actually stolen, because it was time for phase 2 of our operation, which was to rig the car with 12 independent GPS location trackers hidden in a bunch of different car parts to reveal what these thieves are actually doing with these cars after stealing them.
Why is he taking off the tires?
Which meant it's time to get this car stolen. Again. Stolen again. So we left the car on this specific street because according to a report published by car insurance companies, this neighborhood had the highest auto theft
Looks
rate
like him,
in
I
all
know.
of Los Angeles. And since no city in America has more car thefts than Los Angeles, all we had to do was wait. And we didn't have to wait long. Because at exactly 2:15 a.m., this happened. And despite pulling the extremely impressive move of shutting the car door with another car, let's see that again. These were
That's
not
actually tech.
seasoned pros. Because if you listen to the giggling, you'll realize what we soon realized, that this car had been stolen by some kids fresh out of high school. And as we would come to find out, teenagers are responsible for 75% of all stolen cars.
75%?
Often in gangs who are doing it to either joyride and post on social media, which seemed to be the choice of our teenage car thief, or to go on a temporary crime spree, like breaking into cars because if someone reports their license plate, it tracks back to a stolen car and not to them. And then organized crime is responsible for the remaining 25% of car thefts.
I would have expected it to be the opposite. Organized crime is like more stealing than kids.
Quickly get it out of the country, like on a shipping container to Asia or over the border into Mexico, or they'll take it to a chop shop hiding in plain sight because it doubles as a legitimate auto body shop where it will be stripped for parts in as little as an hour after being stolen. But again, our car had not been stolen by a pro.
Look at this, it got fully space for all of us. You want me to pick you up, Marcelo?
Ours had been stolen by a teenager who wanted to flex.
But they broke the glass to get in. So like he's sitting in a chair full of broken. He's got to get like a bloody butt or something.
We're gonna be chilling in the whip. That's on God. We're not getting calm. Marcelo, where you at?
But unfortunately for him,
Marcelo, you trying to get picked up or not? No, I'm chilling.
He couldn't find anyone who cared.
Well, you're weird.
Because whenever our thief wasn't driving like a maniac,
Jesus,
he was desperately
he's
trying
driving
to
like it's
convince his
Roblox.
so-called friends to join him.
Hop in.
He tried one friend who didn't want to get in the car,
Hop in. Why you walking?
and when they did get in, it was so awkward,
You pick up nobody?
they left pretty quickly. He tried another person
Hey, bro.
who clearly could use a ride,
You waiting for the bus?
but they also wanted no part
Bro's
of these
trying to
bad
pick up
vibes.
hobos
And
in
so
a
he
stolen
took one
car.
last crack at
He's like
getting
Robin
his
Hood.
white whale Marcelo
Well, let me just pick you up fast.
to chill.
Please do it for the gang.
My mom's awake. As soon as I leave, she's gonna be calling my phone.
I'm never gonna talk to you again. I'm outside by myself right now. You're telling me about your mom. Sneak out.
The problem was Marcelo didn't realize the thief knew what he was doing.
They don't got no cameras, fool. It don't has no cameras. Why you being weird? I know what I'm doing.
You're stupid.
So our thief decided to cut his losses and head home, taking one last selfie while nearly pancaking a passing cat before parking the car at home. Upon which he seemed to finally notice there were indeed multiple cameras in the car.
He
And
parked the car at his own house. Is he freaking stupid?
knowing what he's doing, swiftly disabled them, despite us having 4 hours of HD footage of his face. Again, not a pro. Especially considering that, in addition to the cameras, we'd filled the car with 12 GPS trackers which recorded his movements for the next 5 days across the city until it suddenly stopped at this location, which turns out was a storage lot for impounded cars the city uses. Which is absolutely poetic that of the 37 broken laws he got away with, the one that took him down was a simple parking violation from a Los Angeles meter maid. So with that, it was time to return to the scene of the crime and come clean to Jason that while I had no way of getting his original car back, I had a much better option I knew his chat would greatly appreciate.
You could
Time to give
upgrade his
Jason the
car?
Good news. His housemates told us he was in the shower, and since I have no desire to subject anyone to whatever this is, it makes the perfect time to tell you exactly how easy it is to prevent your car from ever being stolen like this. Fundamentally, you just need to stop your key fob from hearing the car's
Put the key fob in a Faraday cage. Easy.
irresistible whisper, no matter how loud the thieves try and make it. So step 1 is easy. Just never leave your keys right by the front door. But then for step 2, to play it safe, you need some earplugs for your key fob. And that can be as simple as a cookie tin. And to prove how well this actually works, as you can see, I can open the door like this, but if I put it in the tin first, the key fob can't hear the car whisper. And that means the car door doesn't open up. And that works because the wireless signals want to take the path of least resistance. And since metal is much more conductive than air, the signal hits the outside here and travels just through the metal before continuing on. It's a
I thought someone. It's just the metal's so thin. I thought someone would go through at least.
protective electronic bubble we call a Faraday cage, which is why this person is perfectly safe inside their metal chainmail. Now, if you don't have a cookie tin on hand, 1 penny's worth of aluminum foil is enough to make a pouch that will plug your key's ears, as you can see here. By the way, this even works with your phone. If you wrap it in only a single layer of aluminum foil with no gaps, it will be immediately taken off the grid, dropping all calls. Now, you can buy these key fob protective security pouches.
I have this one right here. I have this pouch right here.
It's online for like $10, but just make sure you test them because 2 of the ones we bought to try out were total scams and didn't work at all, which, come to think of it, may just be Dimitri's side hustle. And as for Jason, now that he was out of the shower, it was time for me to come clean as well.
Hey, Jason. So, remember when your car got stolen that one time? This is exactly how I did it.
Oh my god, bro.
I came up to the door like this.
Oh my god. Dude, I sent the whole tweet out. Oh my god, bro.
And he loved the good news, but it wasn't all good news.
Do I get to keep the car?
It was stolen after we had it. The good news is, I have another car for you. It's a 2026 Rivian, brand new. And that's the one you can give away.
Really?
That's a big upgrade.
That was good.
I like that car.
Thank you for being a good sport. I apologize for making you feel so bad for so long.
How much is a 2026 Rivian? Like 55K. That's pretty good.